Celeste joins us in Phoenix, Arizona. Celeste, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, thank you so much.
Absolutely. How can John and I help?
So my husband and I recently crossed kind of a big financial milestone that we're excited about, but also now have a whole new set of questions we're trying to figure out. In short, we're trying to determine whether it might make sense to press pause on our retirement savings for 1 year so that we can instead front load our daughter's 529 for college savings.
So you got through baby step 3, this fully funded emergency fund, and then you went, oh gosh, our daughter's about to go to school and we haven't saved. Should we stop investing for retirement?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. The situation is a little different than that. So first, she's 3, so we have some time.
Oh, good. I thought she was like 17.
Yeah. No, and we have been saving. We have about $25,000 in her in her 529 account.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
What makes you think you're not on track?
I think when I started doing the math and looking at calculators, we got to the point that I kind of realized every dollar we put in now will be worth like 2 when she's in high school. And we're trying to think about whether theoretically we might be looking to retire around the same time that she starts college. So we're trying to figure out if front loading, putting more into her 529 now so that we might not have to put as much in later would put us in a stronger position just from an expense perspective when she's in college.
Well, I'll say I don't want you to pause investing. I think you guys are doing great. This is not a dire situation. I mean, she's got 15 years before she's even going to explore these college options. You already have $25,000 saved. It sounds like you're going to have well over 6 figures as this money grows over the next 15 years. Is that right?
We hope so. I think, we're also concerned about these crazy inflation rates for college specifically. It looks like it's been well over 5% over the last few years, but it makes me feel calmer to hear you.
Well, I don't want you losing sleep at night over inflation, because your daughter's going to have a great head on her shoulders, and she's going to focus on what college she can afford 15 years from now. And there's going to be options out there.
I lived in that world. I'll just tell you, I have an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old, and I'm not front-loading mine. The year-over-year 5%, 7%, 3.5% tuition hikes that have been going on for the last 25 or 30 years cannot continue. This college will be $1 million. It won't be a practical investment. So I would not get out over your skis. Don't overthink it. Can I just tell, have you guys been doing this for a long time? Have y'all been running for a season?
Yeah, pretty hard. And, I mentioned at the beginning we have sort of a milestone that we've crossed, which is we've kind of looked up and just realized we've got almost $1.2 million in our retirement account.
Incredible.
So that's part of what's driving it too. Thank you. Yeah, we feel really good about that. And honestly, it just kind of happened without our even realizing.
Sure. Well, y'all are doing all the right things. And so here's what I want to shift your perspective. Have you heard of Dave talk about gazelle intensity?
Yeah.
A gazelle is running from a lion for its life. And that's how he wants people to attack debt. He wants people to get off that system like your life depends on it. You can run into some problems psychologically, spiritually, physically, if you continue running like that for the rest of your life. And you guys crossed a magic milestone, and it's not magic. You worked your butts off and you got here that way. I want y'all to stop for a minute. You're not running for your lives anymore, and I want you to breathe and have peace, and I want you to enjoy this little girl. I want you to do your regular investing. Y'all are millionaires. I want you to live your life debt-free, and I want you to put the normal amount of money in this 529, understanding that either college is going to be $1 million and they're going to have to figure something else out, or the colleges are going to have to re-regulate themselves, which I think is what's going to happen. And y'all guys are doing a great job. You're doing a great job, and you don't have to run for your life anymore.
Thanks for that piece.
Are you still there? Okay, there you are.
She was so taken aback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just processing.
Some people, myself included, get so obsessed with sprinting that we are going to get to the end of our lives and have a great retirement, and we're going to realize we missed it. And that's why Dave's so intentional about baby steps 4, 5, and 6, which is make sure you live too, right? Be intentional about your life, but make sure you're living too. Y'all aren't running for your lives anymore. You're just not.
Celeste, how old are you two?
43.
You're 43, and you are millionaires. You are doing amazing.
Yeah, congratulations.
And you have a 3-year-old that you already have $25,000 saved for college. We have people calling in that are way older, with kids way older, who are a lot less freaked out than you are. So I just want to affirm that you guys are doing so well. And like John said, take a breather. When's the last time you guys did something fun for yourselves?
Oh, I mean, we're pretty good about that.
Good. I just want to make sure, because I know it can be so hard when you're just running and gunning to go, no, this money could be used over here. We could fund the college if we don't go on vacation this year. And this is a marathon, and you guys are doing great. You're going to retire with multiple millions of dollars if you just keep following the baby steps like you've been doing. Yeah. Keep investing the 15%, build up the 529. Do you guys have a paid-for property, or are you working on the mortgage after this?
No, we have not paid off our mortgage yet, so
Okay.
that'll be next.
Great. So I want you to keep the other goals in mind too. It's not all about funding college. We love to say that there's a 100% chance you will retire. There's a 50-50 chance your daughter goes to college. Right. And so we want to make sure that you're taken care of first. You've got the mask on before you help your daughter out, and you're already doing that. You're going to pay off the mortgage probably in the next few years at this point, based on how well you guys are doing. What's your household income?
About this year it'll be about $250.
$250. Oh my gosh. I'm not worried about your daughter going to college debt-free. I mean, you could cash flow this at this point,
right,
just out of your budget if you needed to. So you guys are doing great. And in 15 years, guess what? You're going to have a paid-for house if you're doing it the Ramsey way. And you're not going to let your daughter go to college with student loans. And she's going to be raised up in that house with amazing parents who have worked so hard to leave a different legacy for her.
That's the plan. Fingers crossed.
No, you don't need fingers crossed. You're there.
That's what people do when they're hoping. You don't need to hope.
Let me say this in a way hopefully you can understand. You're a millionaire. A millionaire. And on average return, which we know things are like shaking a snow globe, every 7 years it doubles. So if you're at 1.2, then that's 2.4, and that's $4.8 million. And that's just when your daughter decides to go to college. Y'all are okay. You're more than okay. You're kicking. But at 4.8 and a paid-for house, you'll be able to cash flow college and retire and do whatever you want to. Congratulations. You're crushing it. So proud of you.